In today's video, we're going to be comparing SKOOL to THINKIFIC to help you find out which is the best platform to host your course or community on. Now, I've used both of them, I've got good experience with both, and I'm going to give you a fair understanding of which is better for your needs. Now, if you want to use either of them, then down below there's going to be a link in the description, and you can click on that and that will give you access to give them a shot. It also helps out the channel if you use those links, so please go ahead and do that. Thank you, and let's get into it. So first up on the list here we have SKOOL. And I've been using SKOOL for quite some time. I've actually been in a few courses myself, and now I'm actually on the other side where I'm creating an education platform, or I'm creating some education for YouTube. So I'm basically teaching people how to use YouTube to grow their audiences, stuff like that. Now, something that's great about SKOOL is that it's all in one place and it's so easy to use. So we can see here we've got this thing called the community, and the community here basically is where people can post different questions, they can post their wins, there's lots of different things. Let me give you an example here. If we go over to this community here, the SKOOL games, here we have a lot of different categories we can search by. So we've got all, we've got wins, traffic, monetization, other. So these are little categories that people are segmenting their threads into, I guess you call them. So they're like posts, they're like Facebook posts. And basically you put a title in here, you can write some text, you can add attachment, link, video, poll, emoji, GIF, and you can also set the category there. So they look like this, and you can basically post things here and people can reply to them, that kind of stuff. Now it's great for posting value or asking questions. So if you or your community has a question, they can write it in here and they can search, and there's probably someone in the past that's asked this question, so they can get the answer straight away from the community. So next up I'm going to go back to my SKOOL again, and I'm going to show you we have the classroom section here. So what the classroom section is this is basically where you can put your courses. Now right here I have 6 draft courses which I had published but I've now updated them. So I've put those into draft and you can segment them quite well. You can see how far someone's got through their course. And here's one that I've got open right now. And what you can do is you can put a title, you can put the different, this is a module here, so this is like the module, and inside we've got different sets. So sets are basically lessons. Then inside here we've got the video itself, and then we've got some text. We can add text here. There's a ton of different options we can add. If I press the editor here, you can see we can add text, logos. I think we can embed some code, publish it. You can add resource link, resource file, transcript. There's just so much stuff you can do here. You can really add it all to here very easily. Next up we have the calendar. This is amazing if you have like coaching calls weekly. So you can like set these each week, and this will be in the person's native time. So I'm in London, so the calendar's set to my time zone, which is great because it means that people won't get muddled up on the time zone. It will be there in their exact time zone. We have members here. That's not that important. That's basically the members inside of your course or your community. And over here we have the leaderboard. This is quite interesting. This is quite cool. This is basically the gamification side of it. So this basically encourages people to engage in your community. And if I show you this one here, this is one of the SKOOL ones. They have a ton of people on the leaderboard, and you get like these points by posting, commenting, basically providing value to the community. This is really cool because you can set incentives. So for example, on SKOOL's official one, on their leaderboard, if you get to level 7, then you get to visit their SKOOL, which is really cool. You get to come and hang out with them, but you unlock this at level 7. But that's a really cool feature that it basically encourages people to engage with your community, and a community where people engage in is generally a community that lives on for a long time. Now something else that's really cool about SKOOL is it's all in one place. So here we have our MRR, so this is how many paid members we have and how much we make each month. We have our payouts here. We have this is to invite people, so we can invite people very easily here. Then we have some general stuff, so we can change the banner, we can change the description, all that kind of stuff. Next we have subscriptions, and basically this is where we can integrate our Stripe, allowing people to go ahead and basically pay for the course or whatever inside of SKOOL. So they don't have to go to a third-party website. You don't have to create a custom checkout or anything. They can pay directly in here, which is really, really good. And also, it means that you don't have to set up things like Zapier. So when someone stops paying, they'll get removed, or when they start paying, they'll get instantly added. So it's a really great, it's really great to have it all in one place. It just saves so much hassle. You also have plugins here, so you can automatically DM people when they just join. You can add webhooks. It's useful maybe for inside. You can have Zapier integration, so this is really good for integrating with your CRM. membership questions as well. So this is basically for qualifying people to get into a group. This is quite a cool one as well. These are a few plugins I have for now. I'm sure they'll extend them, but these are really good for helping just manage your community easier. We've got the metrics here. This is how many people are in your group, how many active members, and then we have the gamification that we've talked about before. You can basically edit it here. And last we have the billing section, and this is where you basically pay for your plan. Now SKOOL is $99 per month, and while it might seem like quite a lot, it's actually very, very worth it. If you were to have a website hosted, and you'd have a payment processor, and you'd have a like a Facebook group and this and that, it would all add up to about the same amount or more. And the difference here is that it's all in one place, easy to use for people, and it's not cluttered. Like, it makes your community so simple. So that's basically all the overview of SKOOL. Now, if you want to go ahead and use SKOOL, in the description there's a link, and that will give you a 14-day free trial to it, so you can just, give it a shot. So go click on that link down below and actually join it and give it a go. So next up we have THINKIFIC, and this is a platform that's similar to SKOOL, and it's designed to sell online courses and build communities. So inside of THINKIFIC we have, this is sort of the dashboard that you'll see, and we can start off, it's got like a little checklist here which is quite useful. It can tell us how many, our revenue, our new accounts, enrollments. But then there's also a checklist of how to get started. So define your audience, and then you've got the create a course section. So they've got like plan your content, create the online course. They kind of give you step by step of how to do this. So they kind of hold your hand a little bit with this, but it's not super useful if you already know what you're going to do. So I'm over here in the course section, and when we go ahead and actually edit our course, it's a little bit confusing, I find. With SKOOL, it's very easy, like it's just easy to understand, it's not confusing. Whereas this, it's a little bit, there's so much here. It's like, look at all this stuff we've got here. We can't just so much stuff to put in. Lessons, we've got to find the video, we've got to upload it here. Text optional. I'm just gonna save this. I need to actually add a video. Whereas SKOOL, SKOOL's a little bit easier to use. Let's do text instead and just save that. Hello. So there's like so much more settings and options here. So make this a free preview lesson. Make this a prerequisite. Enabled, all this stuff. It could be useful, but I don't think there's much use for this stuff other than just being a little bit confusing. And one thing I don't like here is you can't just simply put all of it in one place. So with SKOOL, it's kind of just like a big document that you can add a video, then you can add some text, then you can add this, you can add that. You can do it here, but it doesn't seem as easy to do. Now if I go ahead and preview this, let's preview the current lesson. I think that the UI of this, again, is just not as nice. On here you don't have the community settings, you can't just see the community very easily. You can't comment on it. I can just complete lesson and go to the next one, but I can't actually go ahead and sort of comment on this and do like a Q&A down below like you can do in SKOOL. Now one thing that I do like about this THINKIFIC is that you can put the payments automatically in here, which is good. You can set up the one-time payment, you can set up subscription membership, monthly payment plans. They have a few payment offers, which is really, really good. Makes it nice and user friendly, and it means that it's all integrated in one place. You don't have to set it up from place to place, which is a huge benefit. They've also got some after purchase flows, so like upsells and stuff, but you have to upgrade for this, and these are useful. This is something that I don't think SKOOL integrates right now. So yeah, that's kind of one benefit of this one over the other one. You've also got this where it kind of drips content, so this is useful in the case where you want to keep people on for a long amount of time realistically. So you can give them 1 week of content at a time, just so they don't, save all the content and quit after a couple days. So you can actually, over time, get the information. And this is quite a good feature to kind of improve their lifetime value and stuff. We have settings here, pretty basic stuff. Bulk importer, so we can import this from other places. And yeah, that's basically everything you have for the sort of course itself. Now we can actually go ahead and build a landing page, which is quite a cool feature. So this will essentially allow you to, I guess, go ahead and put like some information about it. So you could use this as like a funnel page to kind of get people to enroll. This is quite cool. I do like this. It's slightly a bit limited, I'd say, as a builder. You probably wouldn't, want to use this as your main funnel, so it kind of defeats the purpose of it. If you wanted to have an actual proper funnel, then you'd probably use something like lead pages, ClickFunnels, something like that. This is okay to send people like end of funnel, but it's not great in terms of actually selling the the benefits of your course or whatever. So overall, I would pick SKOOL. I think it's a better platform, easier to use, and it's just less confusing overall, I feel like. Now, the pricing of Thinkific, it is a little bit cheaper, but if you want to get all of the additional things, then you're going to have to pay more. It starts at 80, well, it starts at 42, but then if you want like some of this stuff, it's going to be £84 a month, which is the same as SKOOL, and it's got a little bit more limitations. In my opinion, it's just not as good of a platform. So I would go with SKOOL, but if you want to try either of them, go down below and there should be a link in the description. If you want to try out SKOOL, there's the link in the description that should give you a 14-day free trial to it. So you can literally go on there and just like fiddle around with it, have a look for yourself, see if you enjoy it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and comment down below that it helped. Thank you for watching.